top, and one of those people could be Pete Buttigieg, who is here, and I will note he is here in his personal capacity as a member of the Democratic Party, not as the Secretary of Transportation, obviously for the purposes of this conversation. So the Harris campaign came out with a very optimistic memo this morning, including North Carolina, Nevada, Arizona, right as Harry was just laying out, all as potential paths that they see to 270, different than the Biden map. And I just want to point out, 2008 is the only time since 1980 that North Carolina went blue. That's why we had it red on our map. So do you truly believe that it's in play this year now?
I do. I was there not long ago. There is terrific energy there. I think it's telling that Donald Trump feels the need to defend North Carolina right now, and it's part of expanding that map. In addition to competing in places like Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, there is huge opportunity in places like North Carolina. You look at the changes, of course, as we went through the last election in places like Georgia. We are back in a conversation about an expanding map for Democrats and certainly for the Harris campaign, and it makes it one more reason why this is just a very exciting moment for this campaign, for our party, and I think really for the country, because I think it opens up new possibilities in terms of a forward-looking politics as well.
So Donald Trump, just a few moments ago, he had that rally. He's in North Carolina, as I pointed out, but he suggested that Democrats could actually ditch Harris as their 2024 nominee, which may sound crazy given the excitement around her so far, but here's what he said.
If we start beating her in the polls by 10 or 15 points, are they going to bring in a third candidate? It's like, Trump is killing this guy. All right, out. Let's bring in a new one. Out. And then maybe at some point they get one right, but when will that stop?
So, look, poll of polls that we have now, and it's early, but it shows Harris running neck and neck with Trump, still within the margin of error. My question for you, though, actually, I guess is a little bit more existential. The way that this all went down, your party was denied a primary process in which a lot of you could have run. And a lot of people would have wanted people like you and others to run in addition to the vice president. Is there a part of you that has a disappointment that you were denied that opportunity?
No, I'm excited about where we are, and I think part of what we've seen in the last few days that was extraordinary is how quickly Kamala Harris supported or consolidated the support from around the party, a lot of different voices. And remember, the Democratic Party is not exactly known for falling in line. We are known for being a big tent, fractious, a lot of different voices. And yet here in this moment, everyone has come together. And I think that reflects not just our determination to make sure that we don't get thrown back to the chaos of the Trump era, but also a level of admiration and respect and excitement around what Vice President Harris is going to bring to the ticket and what kind of president she is going to make. Look, we're in a moment, obviously an extraordinary moment, unprecedented in my lifetime. But that's part of why it's so remarkable that the party has coalesced with unprecedented speed around this leader, this future, and this Harris presidency ahead.
Well, there are many, 10 days or 2 weeks ago, who very much wanted others to be considered other than the vice president. And obviously, the party is completely in line and unified behind her now. And she's now considering her running mate. So sources tell our Jeff Zeleny that she is less than 2 weeks away from making that pick. And that means a very, an unprecedentedly fast vetting process, polling process underway. Jeff Zeleny is also reporting that you are one of a handful of names that she's currently considering. And earlier today, the Democratic Congressman Pat Ryan said this.
I am and have forever been a Pete Buttigieg fan. He has just shown an ability to actually unify the country when that is just what people are desperately looking for. So I'd love to see him.
Says he would love to see you. Would you love to see yourself on that ticket if that is her choice?
Look, I think anybody would be flattered to be mentioned in that context, and I really appreciate the congressman's comments as well. Obviously, she is going to run a process that is based on what's best for her, and she's going to make a decision that's the right decision for her, for the party, and for the country. And no matter what, I'm going to be doing everything in my power to make sure that she's our next president.
All right. Well, Pete Buttigieg, I appreciate your time, and thank you.
Thank you.